Hello, you are welcome. I hope you can hear me. All right, as we continue again with our smart money concept, we want to look at a good way to apply entry models, entry modules, all of that to have higher probability of winning trade. So today we'll be looking at after higher time frame inducement. That's when price has taken the higher time frame inducement. What do you have to do? Okay, and this is before POI mitigation. We know what is POI already. That is with before price of interest or point of interest mitigation. Okay, then our entry, we are going to make our entry on the lower time frame structures. So how we are going to do that, that's what I want to study today. I just have to write all these things here before we go into the structures. As we always do, first thing is to mark out the standard market structure of the higher time frame. In this scenario now, let's use the daily time frame as our higher time frame, and then the corresponding 1 hour time frame as our lower time frame. All right, now after marking the structure on the higher time frame, when price take out the major structure inducement, that's on the daily time frame now, but without single candle order block, that's SCOB, or other entry modules or entry models, when there is none, and this especially after price took out higher time frame inducement with a candle closure. Because when we have candle closure, we don't have any single candle order block, we don't have any entry model or entry modules there at that particular daily time frame as our higher time frame. All right, so that is what I'm talking about. At this time, we can switch to the corresponding lower time frame. In this scenario, we are using our 1 hour time frame as we are using daily for higher time frame. Then we are going to be using lower time frame as our 1 hour time frame as our lower time frame. All right, hope that is clear. Now, if price major trend is bearish, for example, and price already took the higher time frame inducement, in the lower time frame, it is best to wait for change of character to have sell opportunities and so forth. What I'm trying to say is in this place is when price has taken out, all right, so when price has taken out the higher time frame inducement, then we'll come to the lower time frame, and in the lower time frame we want something first of all to happen. Price have to, in the lower time frame, price has to show a change of character. That's why we're going to mark out the lower time frame structure also after the higher time frame inducement have been taken. So in this scenario now, we are using the daily time frame inducement which has been taken. Then we'll switch to the lower time frame, and then we are going to mark it accordingly by looking for change of character. And then after change of character, what do we expect? Because in the after change of character, we cannot be looking for selling opportunities, because in this scenario now we are looking, our major time frame is bearish, and then that's our higher time frame is bearish. Then our lower time frame now, after we have marked out the structure, we have spot this particular change of character, we can now begin to look for selling opportunities, either using our entry models, entry modules, all of that. Any entry that we see there, we can act accordingly. Okay, as the higher time frame is bearish, best opportunities to trade the lower time frame with the higher time frame trend. That is what you have to do, because when the higher time frame has much power, so when we are trading the higher time frame trend in accordance with the lower time frame trend, you see that yes, everything will move accordingly, because selling opportunities will give the best outcome since our higher time frame is what is bearish. All these take place in lower time frame before mitigation of higher time frame POIs. Okay, you see, I will show all this in the picture diagram, that when price has not, after price took out the higher time frame inducement, after that, what do we expect? We want price to go to the decision order block, or extreme engineering liquidity extreme order block, or a totally change of higher time frame structure entirely. Okay, so when price has not gotten to any of these points, but price is still showing the higher time frame inducement have been taken, and price has not already tapped into any of these POI that I've marked here, any of these things has not happened, then any structure that we see in lower time frame after change of character, then that will give us higher probability. All these things are just theory I'm trying to explain right now. I will show all of them in practicals. Okay, always take note of the higher time frame POIs, because once price tap into any of these higher time frame POI, then we can act accordingly with what price will give us in this place with respect to all the things we have learned already. So before this particular type of entry model and type of structure we are studying. Okay, so the theory we have done that. Now let's see the pictorial representation. This is what I'm talking about. You see, higher time frame structure, inducement taken, price gave this type of structure, break of structure, inducement, price came back to take out this inducement. Now after price has taken the inducement in this place, we are looking at our higher time frame structure now after inducement. So after price took this inducement, you see that it's with candle closure above, then price has not gotten to deviation order block, price has not gotten to extreme order block, price has not gotten to engineering liquidity, price has not changed structure. You know, this higher time frame, it will take longer time for price to do any of those things. So while price is still here after the inducement, what do? We now go to our lower time frame structure. We will see that what we will be seeing here, we will mostly see bullish structure, but we are not going to look for any buying opportunity since our higher time frame is bearish. I hope this is not confusing. Higher time frame is selling, so therefore our lower time frame want to look for selling opportunity also. So why people will be trying to buy here, they will look for buying all these things. You know, we are not doing that. It may play out for them, but all these things does not present high opportunities to trade. So what we are looking for is more opportunity for our trade to play out. Well, we will now be waiting for price to get to this entry and then give a change of character. After this change of character, if price gave us inducement and another block here, we can now take a bet on it, which is we can now enter this trade and sell accordingly. But when we are selling, we are not selling to this daily time frame, which are our time frame low. No, we are selling to the structure as seen in the lower time frame. Okay, that is where we are selling to. So this low point, this is present structure and we are selling to. Okay, sorry for the interruption. All right, so we get it. Price take higher time frame inducement without tapping into higher time frame other pure high apart from the inducement. Then we'll come to the lower time frame. In lower time frame, we might be seeing bullish trend, but we are not going to buy. As the higher time frame is bearish, we are looking for selling opportunities, and selling opportunities can only happen after change of character. Okay, so after change of character, we know that yes, you can be looking for selling opportunities right now. Same for if the higher time frame is bullish. If higher time frame is buying, we want to look for lower time frame to be buying also. So we are moving along with the big boys. That's what it is. So after change of character in lower time frame inducement, if we have any opportunity to sell there, we can now sell. That is lower time frame structure after what? After chalk. That is number one, the type of structure that can happen. After that, number two type of structure, we know this is in the lower time frame structure, IDM SCOB. That's inducement that happened after price took out inducement. We can now see that price gave us single candle order block. This is break of structure, inducement taken, break of structure. Now inducement have been taken in this point. After that inducement, then we now have this one called single candle order block, whereby price will give us like a morning star. Okay, morning star type of candlestick, or yeah, that's morning star type of candlestick. That is how we now have a single candle order block type of entry. We can now enter, and we know this type of entry can be more valid when at the extreme here there's nothing there, there's no other block there, there's no demand zone or supply zone in that area. We just have everything mitigated, but only having this inducement. Then when price gave us an inducement that will give us also single candle order block, we can now enter with confidence and trade it to this lower time frame structure point, not to the point of higher time frame. The higher time frame structure can up, price can continue to move from here to the low to the higher time frame low point or high point accordingly, but that is not the best advice. We just want to take a little out of the market and then continue to trade it. Other structure that will come up. Okay, this is number two type of structure that can happen. It's called lower time frame structure, IDM single candle order block. That's after price took out single candle order block. Then number 3 that can happen, all these things that are in our entry models. Okay, so after price took out inducement, give an inducement again after break of structure, price to give inducement, price took out the inducement but nothing happen. Then at the extreme, at the higher point, price gave us what we call HLQ, higher point liquidity, SCOB. Then price now give us single candle order block there. We can now enter accordingly and do what, and sell it to that lower time frame point of interest, or lower point or higher point, depending on what price we do. So I'm going to give some example of this type of structure entry. That's after higher time frame inducement, when price has not tapped higher time frame other POIs, then we can now go to our lower time frame and act accordingly. So I'm going to show some example right now. Okay, let's take a look at an example here. You will see this is the daily time frame of this jump 25 index, and we see on the higher time frame, this is, which is daily time frame right now, price has caused what we call change of character. So when price has caused change of character, then let's try to zoom in on what actually happened here. We can now see that we have marked out the structure. This is the time that price has already took out, sorry, remember those. Then this is the time that price has come back and take out this higher time frame inducement. And we see that when price took out the higher time frame inducement, this is the daily decisional order block. Price has not gotten there. Price is still ranging in between this place. You can see that. Let me try to zoom in very well. You can see price took out inducement, daily time frame inducement. After that, this is a candle closure above. After this candle closure above, we don't have any type of entry we can make here, our entry model or entry modules. So all we have to do, since our additional order block and every other POI above, to make this structure complete in the higher time frame, you'll see after change of character, we have our daily time frame higher point. That extreme there should be our extreme order block, additional order block, general liquidity, all of that. There we have our additional order block. You see that it's still very far away, but there are sometimes price will just react from this after daily time frame inducement have been taken, which is our higher time frame, and price can continue to trade accordingly until probably get to this extreme end of this lower low point. Okay, so what do we expect to do here? As we have studied, what we have to do, we'll go to our lower time frame, and which is our corresponding lower time frame here, and we are in the daily time frame of 24 hours. So we'll now go to our 1 hour time frame as corresponding lower time frame. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame right now and act accordingly, according to what we have studied. So according to what we have studied, what happened here, let me try to zoom in very well. So we can now see that from the daily time frame, price is making this type of structure. Price has now taken out daily time frame inducement. So what do we do? What will come back to, when we now come to the higher time, to the lower time frame structure, what are we seeing here? We see that price make bullish movement, inducement, price took out inducement, and then cause a 1 hour break of structure. Then we can see what is happening here. Price gave inducement again, this inducement, and then people are trying to buy in this place. You can see a lot of people are trying to buy. Even you can see what price even did. Price gave us a single candle order block here, although not a valid one, but somehow valid. A lot of people are trying to buy here because of the entry model, that okay, when price sweep the main low point, that will cause when we see this type of structure as our single candle order block, then we just take it and put our buy structure there. No, but in this situation, since we now know what is happening in the higher time frame, that price has taken out the daily time frame inducement. In the lower time frame right now, we're looking for change of character to happen before we make any trade. We can see that in this place, this is what we now call change of character has happened. After change of character happened, this is complete change of character that happened. After inducement, this is our order block. And why is this order block valid? Because this order block swept liquidity. You can see just some type of liquidity. The price swept it and take it. Then even if it's another order block but price never swept the liquidity, we can also take it. Okay, we can also look for sell trader, because our first criteria has been met, that after our time frame inducement taken, that's the first one. Number 2 now is lower time frame change of character. Number 2, point has been marked. Then we can now, if we have any other block there, we can now enter the trade and trade accordingly and put our point to the inside that lower time frame that we are in right now, the lower time frame low point. You see, that is where our trade can be. Then if we want to gamble it, you can say, okay, let's extend this our structure point, because you know the what we have there is not much. This is just 1.34 RRO. We can extend it to say, okay, let's see if we can get 5 RRO. You see, if you want just looking for 5 RRO and one trade, now I want the trade ahead. This is 5 RRO trade. You see, so we want price to get to this point and then probably get to this point also before we are out of the trade. But we need not to be greedy, because sometimes, talking from experience, sometimes price will not take out this daily time frame low and then we just continue to reverse and take you out. Okay, that is why it is important that when you are taking the trade, probably if you want to go to the extreme, after price get to this point, the lower time frame low point, you can put the trade at break even. If you like that type of trading pattern, you don't want price to come and take you out, you can pull it at break even, so that if price comes back and take this trade out, you know that yes, that is your doings, because you want more RRO. All right, so this is the first example. Let me see if I can get another one. All right, this is another example. As you can see in this John 50 index daily time frame, you can see this is break of structure, daily time frame break of structure. Price took out the inducement. Then when we switch to the lower time frame, we can see what is happening there. Then we can see that even in the higher time frame, price has already tapped into the daily time frame and general liquidity, of which that is against one of our criteria. But if we want to act according to daily time frame general liquidity, we can act according to it. Let's go to lower time frame now and see what happens there, since price has not tapped into the extreme order block. So let's see what happened after price took out the daily time frame inducement. As you can see here, price take it out. We will be looking for all the structure. You can see that all the structure that is being here, nothing was happening in all of this leg. Then it was in this leg, price took out the first inducement. This point here, price took out inducement. After price took out inducement, price did this thing. Then what we're looking for break of structure. After break of structure, you can see what price did there. Price just make this type, all this movement, and then after change of character, we'll see that our second criteria has been confirmed. Then we're looking for a trade. This is inducement. Price took out inducement, the additional order block, price failed it, but all those things are not our concern. What we want is price to either come to this extreme point here, this point that caused the change of character. We want price to come to this extreme points that cause the change of character. That's probably the extreme order block there, but price never did. So price gave a new type of structure, lower time frame structure. You see, price just take out inducement, never give us any entry there, break of structure, making this type of structure. Then what now happened? You see, this is the second entry I'm talking about that can happen. Then what happened here is lower time frame structure inducement SCOB. You see, this is inducement have been taken, break of structure, price gave this type of structure, then price took out inducement. When you look at all these points, let me close that please. Now when you look at all these points, you can see that there's no valid order block here. Everything is just been mitigated. Everything has been mitigated. So in as such, as everything has been mitigated, and in this long leg, there's no single valid pullback that can give us inducement until this point. So this point is the point that gave us inducement. The point that now gave us inducement, see what happened here. Price came, and then when price came, price took out that inducement, giving us this single candle order block. How do I know this is a single candle order block? When I was talking about going to study the candlestick trading Bible, I am not joking. This is what we call morning star candlestick pattern. You see, morning star candlestick pattern, we have the first one, the middle one, and then the third one. This type of candlestick is what we call morning star candlestick pattern. Then when we come to smart money concept, it can be referred to as what? Single candle order block. Then we take the trade with single candle order block. Since our time frame is selling, then we sell accordingly and put our target at the lower time frame structure low point or high point if you are trading for the buying. Okay, I hope this is very, very easy. Now I'm going to give the last example. Okay, I hope you can see this now. Volatility 50 index on the 24-hour time frame. That's our hour time frame. This is structure. The structure is bullish because this is daily time frame break or structure. Then we see that price then take out the daily time frame inducement and the extreme order block, daily time frame, decision order block, extreme order block, all of that, even plus engineering liquidity. I forgot to mark that. All those things are far away. Then when price has taken out the daily time frame inducement, what do we expect? We expect to switch to the lower time frame and search for the structure that will happen there if it's going to meet our trading condition. Okay, so this is the structure that happened. You see, what we want is price to give us a change of character. This is, inducement taken, all this, all these things, what we call, okay, this is BOS. After BOS, we also have that. Then this is where change of character happened. You can see this is the high point. After change of character, then we'll begin to look for entry. So I've searched for all these points. I didn't see any entry. Then I follow the trade, follow the trade, follow the trade. In as much our higher time frame POIs is not tapped yet, you can see what price gave us here, so that this video will not be too long. Then this is after price took out the lower time frame inducement, we have break of structure. Okay, so after break of structure, then we have inducement point there. Price take out the extreme point and then give us what we call as other single candle order block. This is what we call major structure liquidity sweep. That's when price has swept the main structure, not the higher time frame structure right now. Okay, so we're in the lower time frame structure when price has swept the main structure low point or high point and give us our single candle order block. This is what I'm talking about. This one is called evening star. Okay, down to up. This one is called evening star. The first candlestick, second one, and then the third one. So with this, we can now say, yeah, this is our single candle order block that we can enter because price has swept the major structure. That's the lower time frame structure major point. After price took out inducement, price swept it. In the sweeping of those structure, price gave us our entry of single candle order block, which is called in the candlestick Bible is called evening star. And since we are buying, then if we are selling, it's called morning star. Okay, so you can see I just put this target there at my 1 hour time, the lower time frame structure point. That's why I put it there. Now if I wanted to be greedy, you can see that we have lost this trade. If I want to be greedy and then draw the point that, okay, maybe I want this trade to get to this point, let me try to show you what I'm talking about. I say, okay, since I have an entry there, I want this trade to get to the main daily time frame high point. You see that this point that I have here, I would have lost it because you see that the trade just reversed after causing the lower time frame break of structure. You can see the price came back, and then you see this is another type of structure entirely. You can see that. So since I'm not greedy, I say, okay, let me stick to the rules, because the rule says that you should just stick to the lower time frame structure point of interest. That's where you put your target. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is the number 3 entry type. Then all type of our entry mode, all those things, they can work in this type of situation too, whereby we have after the higher time frame inducement have been taken, without tapping into the decision order block, extreme order block, and engineering liquidity, all of that, we can trade in the lower time frame, in the corresponding lower time frame, and get all these things. All we just have to do is that when the higher time frame is bearish, we want to make sure that yes, what we are trading is going to be also bearish in the lower time frame. If higher time frame is selling, lower time frame also will be selling. Those things will give high probability for price to move as we anticipated. Okay, then if higher time frame is buying, we want to make sure that yes, lower time frame structure we are going to work with is also going to be buying. I hope it is very, very easy to know and understanding. So thank you very much. Study more, and I hope you get it, and I wish you the best of luck. Have a great time.